everybody!
Hello!
Welcome to yet another episode of Costume Couture.
So many episodes.
So many episodes, and guess what? We've multiplied.
It was mitosis?
Yeah, we split. So,
boy, girl.
yes, we have two very special guests with us today. So do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I'm Lydia Hartwell.
And I'm the Walking Farnsworth.
And we're with Another Castle Creations.
Y'all need to get on this because their costuming group is amazing.
We're at like this level,
Yeah.
and they're like up here, and it's pretty.
It's a fair statement.
Fucking phenomenal, guys.
Mhm.
Like,
You haven't checked our seams.
Yeah, I mean, whenever I see you all in costume, I immediately like flip my arms and then go, oh yeah! And my voice goes up like 5 octaves, and then I want to get all the pictures because y'all look so polished and fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Always.
Like, I just want to be like, oh, well, my costume's all right. Well, nice knowing you.
And not just are you guys great from a fan point of view, which we are, we're your fans, but you guys have the accolades to back it up. You win shit. Like,
Yeah. Y'all have awards and recognitions.
We've been pretty lucky.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited.
So how did this all happen?
give us your origin
Yes.
story.
What's your origin story?
Oh my gosh.
Was there a radioactive
Well,
spider?
it started when my parents died. No, I'm just kidding. My
Oh.
parents are totally alive.
Oh my god, that's not real dark. We don't do any more alcohol. Jesus.
No, so we know Luna Flair.
Mhm.
And
Sometimes we claim it.
Sometimes we claim it, sometimes we don't.
No.
Hi, Lena. And so we attended our first convention ever, was Planet in 2014.
Cool.
First one we'd ever been to. And, you know, we see all the costumes and...
that was just us together. We
Just-
hadn't, like, the rest of the group hadn't been.
Yeah, just Mark
Okay.
and I.
Okay.
And Mark was starting in his photography business, which is Mark Benford Photography. And so he was taking a lot of pictures of the cosplay, and we're like, oh, this is really cool. And it was kind of when Sci-Fi had their show on it too.
Oh,
and it
right.
was-
Yeah,
it was-
Heroes of Cosplay.
yeah. And it was just kind of starting to get a little bit more mainstream. And so that fall, we talked to Luna and we're like, hey, you know, there's this little tiny convention in Topeka. It's the first year. Let's go. We're gonna do cosplay. We're gonna do it once. We're just gonna get it out of our system, and that'll be good enough.
Right.
And so we did Mabel and Dipper from Gravity Falls.
Cute.
And that was 3 years ago, and here we are. So it obviously didn't work.
So yeah, it's like, and we're still getting it out of our system. It's still, you know, just slowly getting
Right.
out.
We now have a whole basement that's
Yes.
devoted to it.
Right.
So how did the name come about?
So the Another Castle Creation name really started before us, with Luna and Chris Jaded and Ruby. They'd kind of done some stuff together before, and the name is a reference to Mario.
Okay.
If you haven't figured that one out, you get to the end of the level and your princess is.
In another castle.
Yep.
So, and it kind of created with Luna and Ruby both have a art background, and so the name kind of was built on the idea that they might do some art stuff together, and then it kind of became more than that. Yeah.
Interesting, because I was like wondering like how people got their names, how you know this, and this. Y'all have like a nerdy reference in there too, which is even better. So I like that.
Yeah,
That's
so the
cute.
first time we actually were like Another Castle as it stands today was Denver Comic Con in 2015. So that was kind of our first.
What'd you guys do for costumes then?
We did the big group one that we did was Marvel.
Oh, cool.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So you were from Agents of
I
Shield.
was Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so I was just basically wearing a suit and some sunglasses.
It's an easy cosplay.
So,
So comfy.
I did Squirrel Girl.
Nice.
Which your Squirrel Girl looks so cute.
Thank you.
So cute.
I was watching your one with Amber, and I was like, Amber and I are cosplay twins.
Yes.
We have like the same ones, which is fantastic.
I love that. I
Right?
am always so happy to see people in the same costumes that I do.
Yeah.
'Cause it's automatically like we belong in a club together.
Yeah, like we had that same connection. We
Right.
got, yeah.
yeah, which is good when people do that, because we've been to like I think it was Naka a couple years ago. We had a Sailor Moon group.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see other Sailor Moon groups walking by
Mhm.
giving you the stink eye because you took their costume. And it's like, it's Sailor Moon.
No, give me a stink eye because you're like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's us.
I mean, it's only the #1 recognized 90s anime ever.
Right,
so
yeah. That and
can't-
Pokemon are pretty much
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all excited to see them waving high. And
Exactly.
Stink eye. It's like, no, come on. That's...
Why do you think people do that? Like, it's, someone say it's cosplaying as, Harley Quinn, and someone does, Suicide Squad Harley Quinn, and they both give each other, why do you think that is?
I don't understand it personally because, like, I'm like you. I'm like, oh my god, you're also dressed like I'm dressed.
Right.
We're in a club together now.
Exactly, right.
I think it goes back to the whole women are taught to have competition with each other at a young age. Like, you can't wear the same outfit to prom,
Right.
or you can't have the same wedding dress as somebody else. And so I think it's part of that.
Yeah.
And then this one, I guess boys feel it too, or men. We're not boys and girls. We're
Boys.
We're men and women.
No, I agree with that. It sucks because, like, if I want to go up to you and be like, I love your costume, I love this detail you did, how'd you do that? And if you give me, the fuck off, I'm like,
Right.
Yeah.
okay, well, I'll just go Google it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
sad.
sometimes I understand it. Like, at Planet, I did a version of Miri or Mary Marvel.
Mhm.
And I was like, I'm gonna be the only Mary Marvel there. And like 2 minutes into the con,
You see someone
there
else.
strolls by one. I was like,
Well,
I like your costume.
Yes.
I thought I was gonna be the only one, but I like your costume.
that's what I think too, kind of,
So-
like, I don't think I ever saw another, like, male Catwoman
Yeah.
there at Planet Comic-Con, but I'm like, oh, this is mine.
Yeah.
I
But,
own
like,
this.
I think with like Sailor Moon and like Harley Quinn, you can't expect to be the only person
Oh, God, no.
at a convention that's dressed
Especially
like
if
that.
you go to an anime convention,
Right.
or we're going to be the only Sailor Moon people there. Fuck off. No, you're not.
I mean, at least with Harley, and I do Poison Ivy, so I come across this
Yeah.
all the time. Nobody has the exact same version.
I
of
agree, and
mine.
I do Harley, so it's, yeah.
And that's what's fun. Like, the first time I did Green Arrow was the first Kansas City Comic Con.
Mhm.
And there was, however many Green Arrows.
Right.
There's a picture I have of 3 of us together, but each one, and they were all like original Green Arrow kind of,
Right.
but they were all done differently.
Exactly, and that's what
And
I love
so
about
it's,
that.
It's like very interesting to see how people do stuff.
Yes, you're Green Arrow, but you're Green Arrow from this verse, you're from the Arrowverse, you're from the cartoon, you're whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I do a thing whenever I go to San Diego Comic-Con called Harley Palooza, where a bunch of Harleys get together, take pictures,
And
it's-
no two look the same.
and no two basically look the same. They're
Yeah.
all variations of different
Yeah.
Harleys and Jokers and Ivies and all that stuff. And it's embraced. It's not, you can't come here because you're Suicide Squad and you're frowned upon. No,
Yeah.
that's stupid. That's stupid. That's stupid.
Oh my god. Okay,
I'm
so
tipsy. That's stupid.
I just fill Ian with alcohol and he becomes this.
He does.
Sorry,
She does.
guys.
It's fun. So what costumes have you done in the past that you really, really love?
Or what's been your favorite so far?
Yeah.
It's a hard question
It really is.
Yeah.
because
We're the heavy-hitting
Pretty much.
journalists here.
pretty much all of them that I've done, I like. I mean, there's
That's
ones
cool.
where it's like, okay, I wish I would have done this a little different.
Right.
And
Well, your Bombshell Batman did get the approval from the
He did.
creator, so
yeah, he's
That
like, oh
looks
yeah, this
really
is
good.
great, and I'm just like, yeah, I didn't get this done, and he's like, oh, I wouldn't have noticed.
Yeah.
But
The guy
you're
who
always a big
drew
fan.
it
Yeah.
wouldn't have noticed
Yeah.
you're
Right.
missing details.
Right.
That's
But-
pretty
Yeah,
incredible.
that's insane because Aunt
Lucia?
Lucia, that's
Yeah.
it. I couldn't remember his last like is
Yeah.
it Lucia or Lucia? I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Lucia.
I've met him before and he's a great guy and
Mhm.
He
you
is,
know
yeah.
a bunch of you did the bombshells.
Yep.
Yeah.
And y'all look fantastic.
Oh, thanks.
Like I'm like, oh god, they're so good.
The bombshells are incredibly important in my opinion because they make the female character sexy without over sexualizing.
Right.
They
And
give a reason for the making of it.
Yes.
Absolutely.
It's not just, hey, let's just show some cleavage.
Mhm.
This is their actual what they're doing as a character. They're
Mhm.
building something with that character.
Yeah, you
Yes.
think you're gonna be reading this like lighthearted, like 50s
Yeah.
pinup. Oh, I'm gonna save the
Yeah.
world, and then it's like Nazis and zombies,
Yes.
and you're like, okay, feminism, yay!
It's one of those where you're like, oh,
right? Okay,
okay. Yeah, that's happening. That happened.
Yeah, when we decided to do that one, I was like, there's not a lot of choices for me. And it's like,
But they've come out with more
yeah.
of the males
They
as of
have.
recently. At least 5 of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting to see, a pin-up Batman with just like, nothing but like his cape on and that's it.
I don't think Ant's gonna draw that for you,
Yeah,
babe.
Okay,
I think you're gonna.
You'll have to do some fan art on it.
yes.
There you go.
So you all do a lot of costumes together.
Mhm.
It's a theme. How do you guys come up with a theme, and what happens if when someone's like, I don't like this theme so much? How does this all happen?
It's kind of a group decision. We kind of have a 24/7 chat going on all the time. So
Makes sense.
somebody will come up with, hey, let's do this, and we'll build that idea of, okay, how would we do this? What kind of fabric choices?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of go through that, and for the most part, it's everybody's on board with whatever we come up with. A lot of it stays in the idea stage, and we just
Right.
do it all. But
We've also built in a thing where if it's something that you really feel passionate about and you really want to do, and the rest of the group is like, it's not necessarily my fandom, I'm not really opposed, but I don't really know.
Right.
We each have a force, and so we can
Which
say,
I
nope.
love that.
Yeah, we're like,
That's
nope,
cute.
we're going to be doing this. Like this.
Yeah.
This is I'm saying this is my force, and so everyone gets one. I don't know that we've managed to use one yet, because usually what happens
Oh wow.
is like, I'm gonna like Ruby was like, I'm gonna force us to do the Ocarina of Time, the 7 Sages.
Right.
We're like, oh my god, yes.
Like, well, never mind.
Yeah, so-
Just put that right back on in
like,
there.
It's all right. So, or what we're kind of starting doing now too, and one of the ones we have coming up is Ruby and Chris Jade are really excited about doing like a Buffy one.
Interesting.
My parents didn't have television when I was growing up, so I don't have a lot of the 90s TV references to feel emotionally attached to.
Fair enough.
And so I'm like, sure, that's fine. Well, tell me what I need to do
Right.
and where I need to get it.
Yep.
And then, it's kind of like, well, I'm not really sure. So what we did is we just kind of morphed it into like a 90s. So we're just going to do like a
Okay.
90s day.
Oh, that'd be cute.
And so you can kind of be what you want, within a parameter.
Right.
And that just kind of works for us. I don't know that it would work for everybody, but we get a bit bored-minded. And
Yeah.
we're like, yep, we will assimilate everyone. And you'll do what we say.
So when is the 90s day happening?
It's going to be at Denver.
Do you know what you're doing yet? Can you tell us?
Yeah, so we're actually going to be re-wearing, our Saturn IX and our Captain Britain.
Okay.
it's like we put a lot of work into that, and that's one that I don't see the opportunity to wear a lot.
Right.
So
Makes sense.
let's wear some.
Bold move of you to wear those in Denver in June.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
more. That
But
is
you're in all
3
white, so,
layers
you know.
of bodysuit that I have going on with that Captain Britain with the muscle suit, and then the foam.
Yeah,
So
Which
and
he
that's-
made his muscle suit.
yeah.
You
It's,
made a muscle
That's
suit?
cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was that difficult?
no, actually, it wasn't too hard. There was a tutorial on YouTube that I found, and so I did it for Baby Jesus. So
I don't blame you for making those because I've seen some really good ones and they're like $300-400
They're
on
expensive.
They
the
are,
cheaper
yeah.
side. So.
Yeah.
but yeah, the YouTube channel is like Cosplay for Christ
Something
or
like
Costuming
that.
for Christ or something. I'm just like, this is very random.
And they
but
have a
yeah,
muscle suit?
He has a
for-
muscle suit and some different.
Okay.
So
Sure.
were they encouraging people to dress like Jesus? Just
Like
Yeah, it
muscular
was like, it
Abercrombie
had
and
nothing
Fitch
to do with
Jesus?
like he didn't
Yeah.
ever dress like Jesus. But I was
Okay,
just
sure.
like, I'm not sure what he does with this because he was doing like Flash and different stuff like that. Superman
all right.
stuff.
All right, that's
Like, okay.
sure.
Yeah.
Check that out
But-
then.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that one.
It's
like,
a great tutorial,
Sure.
though.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
tutorial for the bodysuit. I mean, it's you're doing the math on it all, and so you're creating your own pattern.
Okay.
And
Patterns terrify me to
yeah,
death.
but
They
it's
scare
so
me
easy
so
because you're
much.
using stretch fabric.
Oh,
So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's such an
That's
easy
nice.
pattern.
So speaking of Denver, we're going to Denver for the first time. So we're gonna be there
Denver
with y'all.
Comic-Con.
Denver
Yeah,
Comic
for
Con.
the
Yes.
first
I'm going to Denver for the first time in general.
Oh.
I've been
Yeah.
to Denver a few
Yes,
times.
because you did it for Project Cosplay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So for those of us who are going to Denver Comic Con for the first time that you guys have gone to, what can we expect there?
It's big.
It's big.
Denver-
Isn't it number
fun.
4 in the country?
Yeah.
Something along there.
It's probably one of my favorite non-local conventions.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really well run. Their facility is beautiful. It's so nice. It's right downtown. There's lots of places to eat. That's
great.
Yeah, they won't have a huge line because there's so many places.
Right.
And even the convention food is really not
good,
that bad, and it's really not that bad price.
That's
which is
good,
fantastic.
That's
And
rare to find.
Right.
And they do a beer special for the con.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything about it this
There's
year.
alcohol.
But
Okay, I'm going.
Yeah.
Well, I'm already going.
Yeah.
it's like they do a specific beer with one of the breweries, and then they put out like 4.
Oh, I think I saw that online.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get a vote for your name option.
That was it.
So,
Yeah.
Hulk
Interesting.
Smash was one.
Yeah.
Last year, the year before, and
That'd be cute.
it's pretty cool.
Oh,
So
cool.
Denver's causing some controversy this year among
It
cosplayers with their
Their
very
cosplay
strict
rules.
rules. How do you guys feel about it? Like
They started working that way last year. It seemed
Yeah.
like it was starting to get a little more. And if they saw you with a prop and they didn't see the tag on it, they'd stop you. But I understand it when you have that big of a crowd, you have to do something to make sure the crowd is safe.
Right.
And because you get some of the cosplays where they walk in with like an actual bat.
Yeah.
And posing for pictures, they're swinging or
Right.
That's
It
dangerous.
can. It's yeah.
I always thought it was a bold move for some of those like Nerf guns to come in
Yeah.
completely loaded with the darts
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
So
For the props, though, like Mark's actually going to have to be remaking his Bombshell Batman Nerf gun because it is a Nerf gun.
It's a Nerf gun. It's non-functional because it was a thrift store one and
Right.
it's broken. So it's like, okay, this is perfect for a con. It's disabled.
Right. But there are new rules
because
saying,
it's a Nerf gun.
No.
It's not.
which is very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So are you gonna make it out of foam? What are you gonna
I
do?
probably will do a foam or something.
Okay.
Yeah. That way it's just nothing that can be a projectile shooting device, and that's what they're going for. They want to keep everybody safe and make it a family.
Right.
convention.
And I kind of see them going towards the line of San Diego with the prop weapons. But the whole cosplay rule is kind of getting a little weird because what they say you have to have straps for something because what happens if you're Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
What happens if you're
no,
Poison Ivy?
you can have cleavage.
Can you? But I thought they had a strap
you
or
can't
something.
have side boob and you
That
can't
was
have
it.
under boob.
Yeah.
They had a
And no nipples,
controversy.
male or female.
Right.
Yes.
I think it was them last year
Mm-hmm.
where they had a cosplayer that was removed from the con because of what she was wearing. It was defying gravity on staying on, and so
Oh.
somebody was like, "This could be," and so that created a controversy because she's like, "Well, I wore this last year. You let me in," and so that's kind of led to.
Oh, I think
This
it
is
was,
our
it was a
rules.
YouTube video about that, wasn't it? Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, this is our rules. This must be applied to,
Right.
and we're not going to make an exception because you make an exception for one and it creates more of a controversy.
Right.
Right.
There's only been one cosplayer to get kicked out of Planet as far as I know.
I think it's-
So
right,
shout out
yeah.
to Rose. She did a body paint Cortana and she was fine all day long, and then like 4 or 5 people at like 5 p.m. on Saturday asked her to leave or something like that. So she made it most of the day.
Yeah.
But shout out to Rose. Bold move, ladies.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what else are you bringing to Denver? Because that's your next big con, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we're gonna be bringing the bombshells again
Okay.
Cool.
because they travel light.
Yes.
That's always a good move. And then we're actually gonna be revisiting some Star Wars cosplay, which I'm pretty excited.
Which
for.
I saw on your Instagram. Oh my god, it's so good. Can you tell them what it is?
Yeah,
Because
so I'm gonna be making Mon Mothma, but
So
it's going to be, of
cool.
course, because I'm a crazy person from the prequels. From the 3rd movie, the scene that got cut.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
it's usually how it goes.
yeah, so they can be like, is that my mom? Yeah, I was cut. You can't tell.
Right, you can't tell.
Whatever.
And of course, like prequel costumes are
So
This-
intricately detailed.
yeah, they're deceptive because you're like, oh, this will be fine. Like it's just a dress and then a talbert, and then I'm like, oh, there's hidden embroidery on the dress, and there's no seams on the talbert, and there's like no zipper on the talbert, so you have to pull it on over your head.
Because you're a
Oh.
stickler for detail, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we get a little anal.
But it's, I mean, I saw it on Instagram, and it is gorgeous.
Yeah,
You're using
you're doing
upholstery
great.
fabric, right?
Yes, yeah. I'm
Is
currently-
it heavy?
It's actually not too bad.
That's good.
It's pretty
Um,
lightweight for upholstery
Yeah,
fabric.
it's kind of
really
like
good.
a silk upholstery, so it's not too
It's so
terrible.
pretty.
It looks like a wedding dress currently.
Well, I thought you were making like, it's a wedding. I'm like, oh no, I know what this is. She told me about this.
Yeah.
There's been a few dresses you've made that, oh, it's a wedding dress.
Yeah, it's fine.
And then you add a few things and it really pulls
Yeah,
together.
it takes
So-
it away from the wedding dress territory.
Why did you choose to do Mon Mothma? Out of all the characters in the
right.
prequel, why Mon Mothma? Because this is curious.
Yeah, I really like her character in the original series as well. And then I really liked what they did with her in Rogue One.
Oh,
Yeah.
right? So
And
good.
Yeah.
I was like, this is like this. I mean, she's like this steel-spined woman.
Yeah.
that's, like
Take
not,
charge, no
yeah,
bullshit.
but she's
yeah.
not gonna go out and like shoot like stormtroopers. It's
Yeah.
not her thing. Like she's gonna like fight from the inside and fight from the Senate.
She's a
and,
diplomacy.
yeah,
And,
and
She's a strategist, not a warrior.
right.
Yes.
And
And
I really like that about her.
Me too.
So
And you need that balance, and that's one of the great things about Star Wars is it has some balance within that. It's not just action.
I agree, because you have Mon Mothma who's like that, but you also have Leia who will go and shoot a stormtrooper,
Yeah.
but also use diplomacy as well. But
Right.
she'll still shoot someone
right.
if need be.
So what Star Wars character are you doing?
I will likely probably just be redoing my Jedi.
We
Nice.
just be BB-8 and just roll around.
Just
Just in the hamster ball, just
Just get one of
roll.
those big bubbles.
Yeah.
That'd be incredible if somebody did
Right,
that.
that'd be so hot there
Oh my
though, but
gosh.
it would be
I
fun.
don't know you'd fit through the aisles very well.
Right, I can't move, let's deflate.
Yeah.
So the cons that you go to here are Planet Comic-Con,
Mhm.
Are you
Kansas City
doing
Comic-Con.
like this year? There's a split in our
Yes.
group because Air Capital and KCCCCCCCC
Oh,
are on the
yeah.
same day.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Which one are you guys leaning towards?
Will be KC. 'Cause it's, I mean,
Oh,
it's,
cool.
it's
Same with
local
us.
here,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been the Air Capital once, but I guess you didn't make it
I
though.
was sick.
Womp.
Me and Luna went down and went through a couple years ago, and it was a fun little con.
Mhm.
But I mean, Kansas City was the one that gave us our first guest appearance.
Right.
Yeah.
And basically at your doorstep too. You know, it's not a long drive or anything like that.
Yeah.
So
Unless you're Ruby and live in Denver.
exactly. Yeah. So it's like
Sorry,
let's do this
Ruby.
one. Yeah. So speaking of which, talk about the members of your troupe.
Yeah.
I say troupe because, you know, it's basically a costuming troupe.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
a clan.
Yes. So who all is in your
Yeah,
Your-
so
your
there's
covenant.
us, and then Luna Flair, and Cassandra Jaded, and then Ruby Silverado.
Okay.
And so it kind of goes, so we're friends with Luna, and then Luna went to school with Ruby, and then Ruby and Luna went to college with Cassandra.
Okay.
So it's like, oh, this is just
Yeah, we're just like a...
like nesting dolls. They're
Yeah,
one on top
yeah.
of each other.
And then we all just kind of came together.
Yeah. Common interests.
There you go, because Ruby lives in Denver,
Yeah.
correct? Okay.
Yeah, but she's from the Kansas City area.
Right. Okay. So were you guys just like, all right, let's just all do this and stick together? How? Because when a group like this, a lot of things can happen. A lot of drama. A lot of like, I don't like this. I don't like this. You don't like you. How do you guys stay like a? You're basically like a family.
Yeah,
How do, literally,
pretty
actually.
much what it's become for us is a family for us. And we have disagreements, and we have very passionate arguments about the color of thread that things should be. And we have arguments where we save stuff to our computers and draw on it and then load it back up to the chat and be like, no, this is why I'm right.
Right.
And like, no,
This is
no.
why I'm
And then
right.
the other person unloads it and like, no, this is why you're wrong. And,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we have disagreements like every family does, but like, kind of at the end of the day, I mean, we're a group and we're together, and I don't know, we just kind of stick together.
I love your group. I do. Like, I'm always very envious of you because not only do you guys look fantastic all the time, but you have this dynamic. You have this dynamic that it's very welcoming. It's very open. You know, you look around and you go, oh my God, I love you. I love you. I love your costume. You're not a closed group that goes, your costume's okay.
Well, because you guys are a group, that opens up a lot of possibilities for you. I
Yes.
mean, your Marvel costumes, they can be solo or they can be together,
Right.
and that's awesome. But your Dark Moon clan, it doesn't really work. with just one of
Award-winning
you.
Dark Moon
Award-winning.
clan. Award-winning.
Viral costume.
That was a wild experience.
And
for
it
that
looks
one,
so good
Oh
too.
my god.
And when you do a competition like that,
Mhm.
it takes all day.
Yeah.
So
'Cause I didn't get to see you guys.
That
you all were
burns
in
your
the
whole
in-
convention.
Yeah.
it really does. Like we were in the green room
Mm-hmm.
pretty much the whole time, hanging out,
Yeah.
waiting for stuff. You know, they had some awesome stuff going on. Like they had a photographer there doing shots.
Yeah.
of
Right.
pictures
That's nice.
of,
Yeah.
she was great.
Yeah, because I went in there once to say hi to everyone. I'm like, hi guys, and then I left. I didn't see you guys the rest of the convention because you were stuck, you were sequestered.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people realize that, they see you on stage and that's all they get to see, but they don't know that you've been standing in line, that you've been in those costumes for a long time. You've been
judged for hours on end.
Yeah, and like for NakaCon, we actually had to wear them the night before to the convention because they did like close-up judging.
Oh, the pre-judging,
where they flip your scenes and you're like,
oh wow,
yeah.
Which was actually great that we were able to wear them 2 days like that because we got to walk around a little bit.
Right. I don't even think do they flip the scenes and everything for Planet Comic-Con judging?
Sometimes it depends on the pre-judging.
Interesting.
I did pre-judging for Planet like 3 years ago, and we did not flip scenes. We all said we're not going to do it.
I was there for it.
But the year after they did, so
they do at Dragon.
Right.
We entered the animation track cosplay contest at Dragon, and you kind of walk into a room, and there was the group of 5 of us, and you stand there, and they talk about your costume, talk about how you made it, patterns, all that you use, and then the judges crawled around on the floor because Luna and I were in like 150-inch hoop skirts.
Right.
And so they flip, oh, there's your skirt. Oh, there's your petticoat. There's your skirt.
Oh, I recognize this pattern.
Right, yeah. Oh, you used the shark bite tutorial to make your hoop skirt. And you're like, oh, yeah.
Sure. Yeah, let's go with that. So, talk about the competitions for a second because you guys have entered a lot of competitions. What?
More so than a lot of people, I feel like, in Kansas City.
Yes.
There's like 4?
Yeah,
3 or 4?
Yeah.
So, what is it? So, how do you prep yourself for a competition like that?
I know for me, I'm extremely introverted, and I don't.
I'm terribly sorry we brought you on.
Oh yeah, I know, right?
We give you alcohol, so it makes it better.
This fills me up. It's fine. But for me, like cosplay is forcing me to, because I would before we did cosplay. I mean, we kind of we stayed home a lot on the weekend. I mean, we didn't do a lot of things, and that was fine because that was what we wanted, like when we were first married and all of that. But for cosplay, like kind of forces me to be like, okay, you can't stay home and not shower and like read a book for 12 hours and then order a pizza. You have to like go out and do stuff. And then for me, competition is then the next step in that, because that's even so far outside of my comfort zone. Then like getting on a stage and like performing in front of people and having people like literally like be like, oh, your seam is not straight, and you're like, I know, I tried.
So sad.
I literally cried over the seam. And so that's kind of, I like to do it occasionally. Not every.
You don't do it every convention.
Not every convention. And not. I have a kind of a rule for myself where if I've entered a competition with a cosplay in kind of the general geographic area, I probably wouldn't enter it again.
Okay.
I entered my Snow White and the Keyblade,
which looks so good. Oh my god!
Show it.
Yes, please.
Let's do it.
So
you entered that in what con?
This was at esports,
and that was an original design, correct?
No, this is from the mobile game. The mobile.
Okay, because I was trying to think, I'm like, when is Snow White in this? But then it's them. Okay.
Yeah.
Snow White actually was she?
She's in it, but just like as a regular Snow White, and so.
Holy shit balls! Like.
Yeah. So we made this all. This is like a floral ring. And then
awesome.
balsa wood here, and then this is floor mats. And
the jewels.
We cast the jewels out of resin and with a pearlized powder in it.
That looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
I like the shininess.
So pretty.
Fuck you, first off. Second off, this looks amazing.
Yeah,
yes.
I really like how it came out. So
super incredible.
We actually ended up, after I had entered at esports, I wanted to make kind of a Snow White that fit more with the Keyblade. So I kind of did more of an original design kind of take on it as well, and I think it matches the Keyblade really well. So. And
this has some good weight to it too.
Yeah,
it's not light necessarily.
It's not super bad, like super heavy, but it is. You can weigh it down.
I don't want to
that way.
Yeah, it was hard to keep the weight down because of what it is, but the balsa wood helped a lot.
There we go. There we go.
But yeah, props are a difficult thing because you're fighting the weight, you're fighting. Being able to take it in a convention. So it's really an interesting, different part from just the soft costumes.
Mhm.
Right.
Would start
Now with props, like for example, my Catwoman, I was not satisfied with it until I got like the claws on
Mhm.
and the goggles and everything. Like this it makes it look like Catwoman.
Yeah.
Do you think that props help make the costume? Are you satisfied
Mhm.
once you get the prop?
Specific costumes, especially.
Yeah.
Like Green Arrow, I had to make a bow,
Right.
and it's without the bow, and I've worn it before without the bow because of if you go to certain volunteer events and stuff like that,
Right.
having a weapon is a little bit frowned upon,
Yes.
and it's just not.
Really? The kids don't like it?
Right.
Well, the kids love it.
Well,
Right.
that's true. The parents are like,
Never
no.
mind.
So I've worn it before without it, but the bow just really brings it together.
Right. And then
Those
now,
are kind of a new area for us. Like we've always just done the sewing part of it
Mhm.
rather than like the actual prop building part of it. So this was kind of, and of course we were like, well, let's just start with the hardest thing we could possibly imagine.
Right.
So
well, you knocked it out of the park. So.
Absolutely.
Now,
So
you guys are, locally based, obviously. So, do you guys do like local charity events and stuff like that?
yeah, we've been pretty lucky that we've gotten to do a couple children's mercy events.
Mm-hmm.
We actually got to go visit a lot of some of the kids a couple weeks back.
That's
it would be a week
cool.
before Planet. So
Is that hard to do? Because I would imagine seeing kids hooked up to these machines and seeing what they're going
Yeah,
through. Like, I would just break down, even though I don't like children.
right?
I would still just break down.
They're very
Wow.
specific on which kids they'll bring in
Mhm.
because
Okay.
of the immune issues
Right,
and some
yeah.
of that. There's certain ones that
They can and cannot.
just can't.
Right.
At no
But
point will
it's-
Children's Mercy compromise anyone's health.
No, God, no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so.
they're very
And
good about
they're
it.
very. I mean, like here they give you a rundown and here's what you can say. Here's what you cannot say.
Yeah.
If you say these things, you're leaving.
Yeah, I
kind of
guess someone,
thing.
I know, because someone, what was it? I was talking to the guy next to Sloane's booth
Mhm.
at Planet Comic Con. He does Mickey Mouse's voice.
Yeah.
And he was given a thing that says, you cannot say, I hope you get better soon. I
Right.
hope because God
Yeah.
forbid something happens.
Yeah.
And some of those kids aren't. They're just not, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You're not there to say stuff like that. You're there to help them take their mind off of what's
Yeah.
going on for a little bit. And
To interact
if
with
you
them
say
in
something
character.
like
And,
that, that's bringing them back to their reality.
yes.
And you're there as entertainment in a way.
Right.
And so that's the way you gotta.
But that would be such a joy to do that, though. To bring,
it,
for 5 minutes, take that child's mind off of what they're going through and give them that, hope and that,
Yeah.
loving and caring
We're just
feeling.
really glad that it's something that we can do.
Right.
And that we've been given the opportunity to do. It's very humbling to do it, but it's really worthwhile. I really like it.
Yeah. See, I can't do it because I don't have any costumes.
Yeah, all of my costumes are villains
Right,
and
right.
like
Yeah.
sex pinup stuff.
Yeah, that's.
Like,
I would love to do it though.
Right.
I mean, I could maybe do it with James and Jesse for Team Rocket that I have, but
They would definitely recognize you.
Yeah.
They would like
other than that, I don't really have a costume
even
that's
like
appropriate.
going to conventions or like we did a promo thing for Planet
Mhm.
at Fort Leavenworth and getting to interact with the kids that way,
Right.
and then seeing you in costume, it's
Mhm.
so rewarding.
Now, you brought up the fact that you two are married. So,
We
how
are.
did you guys meet? How did this happen? I want to know this. What's your
What?
marriage origin story?
Oh,
Whoa.
well, we both went to K-State,
Okay.
Cool.
and we actually both graduated with a degree in psychology.
We had a class together.
We had a
didn't
class
know each
together.
other.
We didn't actually know each
You
other.
like psychoanalyze me?
Yeah, I have
already
a
have
degree
that. Oh, Jesus.
in marriage and family therapy and a degree in psychology.
Oh, there you go.
And I currently work in data analytics.
God, you're smart.
So,
I have a degree in psychology and I work on electronics. So.
God, you're super smart. Jeez. All right.
so, but
Not you.
yeah, but we didn't actually really know each other. Mark graduated a couple semesters before I did. And
Okay.
This was back in the MySpace days, and kind of slid into my DMs. As one does, I suppose, as the kids say.
The original sliding into the DMs.
Yeah, on MySpace. So yeah,
Oh,
Mark
wow.
just messaged me. We chatted for a little while. We went on a date, and that was 10 years ago this year. So we've been
Sweet.
together
Aw.
for 10 years.
Congrats, guys.
That's
We've
exciting.
been married
Yay.
for 5. So
That's so sweet.
Nice.
See, love can do things. Doesn't make me better at all. Someone love me.
Well, you should try the MySpace.
The MySpace.
Yeah.
I should go back on the MySpace. I did have a MySpace way back when. I don't even know. Do they still have MySpace? That's still a thing?
Yeah, it's still around.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I know I had like Tom the creator as my friend, and that was
Aw.
about it. I'm like, well, all right.
You may be bitter about love, but Tom's really bitter about Facebook. So
That's also
you're
true.
good.
Very true. So, what is next for you guys besides Denver? What is Denver and beyond? I don't know.
No, it was cute. I like it.
Beyond.
You made me giggle. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yay!
we've got a few costumes in the works for after that. I can't think of really what. Right
Well, we'll be attending. I think we'll be guests at TopCon in Topeka
Cool.
in
Hooray.
September, and then we'll have the KCCC
Yes.
in November
Mhm.
that we'll be going to, and then that's kind of our. We'll be doing Smallville.
Cool.
The
Okay.
weekend before Denver.
Yes.
And then we're kind of our convention light this year. We went to a lot last year.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think I did 10 conventions.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
We're
That's
doing
impressive.
the same thing. We did 13 last year and definitely don't want to do that
yeah,
again.
it burns you out a little bit.
I was like 4 or 5, and I was exhausted after that. But
Well,
that's
I found that it makes you feel a little jaded. Like
Yeah.
we were super harsh on cons after a while.
Yeah.
We were like, this is poorly run. If like one thing went wrong, and
Right.
I was like, wait a second, no, it's not.
Yeah,
So
like,
I
it's not bad.
had to step back, and I'm enjoying the Kansas City area.
yes.
So
Yeah.
that's nice.
Well, like we just moved to Kansas City, so in
Yes.
February.
Welcome. Hurrah!
So we're kind of still, unpacking.
Yeah.
And all of that too.
We've got a couple rooms that aren't quite put together.
Right.
Yeah.
Not the cosplay room. That was the first thing that was
Exactly.
right.
That's
Yeah.
number one. Screw the bedroom. We're getting the
It's a work
cosplay
in
room.
progress, but it's put together.
Yeah.
There you go.
So we're kind of just gonna unpack, and we're looking to probably do compete again at NakaCon next year.
Oh,
And we're looking at some pretty intensive build costumes.
Gonna
Yeah.
For
step it
Naka
up
or
a
just
little
for
bit.
For Naka.
Okay.
For competing, and so we're not gonna seek out a lot of cons for the fall. We're gonna be building.
Right.
understandable.
There's a lot that's popping up still, though. It's like Little Apple's doing a fall
Yeah.
show.
They are.
Yep.
Um,
Like September 23rd or something like that.
Mm,
So we'll be going
yeah.
out just like a
Yeah.
1-day con.
Oh yeah, you go down and say hi and
Yeah.
dress up, have fun.
Yeah.
yeah, there's a few others that might pop up. I haven't heard much about for a little while.
Right.
So it's, and then I hear rumors that some of the cons next year are going to be pretty early in the year. So
Yeah.
something to think of there.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
Gotta
we're
start
kinda-
saving money now.
Right. Right.
Lord.
So we're just kind of gonna have a lighter year this year, and then because we went to Dragon last year. We went to
Mhm.
Denver.
Mhm.
We traveled quite a lot last year, and so kind of just gonna do some builds. I was gonna say relax, but I'm like, no.
With that in mind, is there like a dream cosplay that you guys want to do as a group, and then a dream cosplay you want to do as an individual?
Well, I'm currently playing Breath of the Wild, so I'm pretty much all about that right now
There you
for a
go.
group costume. But personally, for me, kind of a big dream, if I ever learn armor and large bodysuits, is I desperately want to make a war costume from Darkstriders.
Nice.
Yeah. Like the big giant.
Yeah.
With the giant,
Yep.
And I don't know where we'll store it, but someone's gonna lose their parking space in the garage. But
Take
that's
the car we are on the street.
right.
And what about you, sir?
I can't think of any like dream costumes. It's usually just kind of
Go with the flow.
Yeah.
There's so many I want to do, and there's
No.
not enough money in the world for it.
There's a lot that I like. Oh yeah, I should do that one, and they get put on the back burner. But
Yeah.
That's how a lot of cosplayers are. I'm gonna do this one. I said that 2 years ago, but I still want to do it.
Yeah.
But-
So what's something that's gotten put on the back burner for you guys?
oh, well, we were gonna do an armored Sailor Moon, but with everything else we're doing, it's like we really need to figure out how to do the armor build.
Yeah, I think that's our
Probably
2017,
right there,
2018 goals. We want to learn. We've got the sewing down pretty well.
Yes. I was just saying to Ian earlier that you guys are some of the better seamstresses in the city.
Yes.
And I don't know the male term for it, so I'm
Tailor?
sorry.
See,
There you
Taylor.
go.
There we go. Yeah.
Sure. Let's go with that.
Seamstresses and
Yeah, Mark
tailors.
sews his own. I mean, I don't sew Mark's costumes.
That's That's
That's-
wonderful.
Yeah.
So.
Most of my costumes end up being like a giant robe.
So it's
But
a
I did
fairly
have the
simple, but
bodysuits, so-
yeah.
Yeah.
Will you make me pants?
No.
I need new pants.
No one is making you
Yeah.
pants.
I need pants.
Pants
Learn to
are
sew
fun.
yourself.
I know how to sew, but my machine broke, remember?
Oh.
I know, I threw it down the stairs. Well, not I threw it, but I tripped and it went down the stairs with me.
Oh,
And
that's
It's
sad.
still like a million pieces.
That would be so sad.
I know. I'm still like, well, I'm not gonna sew for a while.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna try and learn like the armor side and
Have fun with that.
yeah, and like the prop building side too.
Yeah.
We've done some pretty basic. I mean, this is not super basic,
It
but
is not
Yeah.
basic.
No.
but we've done like the.
If this is
swords.
basic, then what the hell is extreme for you?
Right.
But we've done the swords and some
Mhm.
smaller ones like that. So I think we kind of want to learn kind of that side of it a little bit more.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, where can people find you? Because we always have booths at the local cons,
You do.
Yeah.
which is another Castle Creations. You can find them. They're in the pretty blue, and they're always, out. Yep, there we go. Visit their booth. They have lots of cool stuff there.
Yeah.
So, where can they find you on the interwebs and the social medias?
Another Castle Creations on Facebook.
And Instagram.
Instagram. That's pretty much where we live. We have a website, anothercastlecreations.com. It's a couple years outdated at this point. So.
Well, social media is more important, to be
Exactly,
honest.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the great part about websites is you own the domain. You can always go
Yeah.
back to it if
Exactly.
things change. But I mean, I consider us all fairly small time in comparison to
Mhm.
other cosplayers.
Right.
And social media is where that's at. You know?
Exactly.
It is. Yeah.
I mean, even Nigri, like her website goes straight to her Patreon, so
Yeah.
it's not that important for
Yeah.
people.
So,
we eventually want to get back on that and organize our pictures there. But
Yeah, that's nice.
right.
But it's something that probably won't happen for a little while.
So-
We both have personal or individual
Right.
Facebook and Instagrams for our costumes too, and that's where we're going to be posting a lot of our progress pictures and me like crying because things aren't working.
Right.
Right. That's usually what ends up going on there.
Actually, my
So-
glass is empty. I'm sad.
Oh.
You got a nap before I let you drive home.
I know. I need lunch before I drive home. So
We'll see you at Smallville.
yes, we'll see you at
Yep.
Smallville at KCCCCCCC.
Yep.
And at Denver.
At Denver, yes, I'm so happy.
Denver is actually Ian's birthday.
It is.
So
Sunday is my birthday there,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I'm gonna be getting turned in a costume. Don't know what, but I'm gonna be getting turned.
Yeah.
And meeting Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got
Cool.
to meet Alan Tudyk at
That,
Denver.
you told me the
too.
story. I'm
Yeah.
so jealous of the story.
It was
Nice.
so it's a funny story. So we all of us paid to do it, and I don't handle celebrities very well. I freak out pretty much, and my brain short circuits. And
I'm
it's kind
like
of-
that too with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
part of my like anxiety kind of thing with it just kind of shuts off. And so we take the picture. He's really sweet. He takes 2 pictures with us because there's so many of us.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
And I'm
The
just
way
like,
he
thank
did
you,
that,
sir.
yeah.
And then I run away after he shakes my hand.
Yeah.
That's so great.
He's
the way
like,
he did
"You're
the 2
welcome."
pictures thing. He's like, oh, I made a funny face. Take another one.
Yeah.
And so, those are set up so they automatically print.
Yeah.
And so 2 of them come out and they're like, all right.
Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah, there you
whatever.
go. So I awkwardly like
Just show your
and then ran.
Thank you.
And then I ran. So
That's, to be fair, that's what I would do as well.
Right, right.
So you're not alone in that boat.
I mean,
I think
I've
it's so
seen
nice.
Alan Tudyk in person so many times.
Yeah.
He's really awkward himself.
Right.
Like, you're in good company.
Yeah.
Alan
He
Tudyk's a
was
great
so
guy.
nice.
I'm so nervous of meeting Nathan Fillion,
Yeah.
but I'm
Yeah.
gonna cross that bridge when I
Exciting.
come to it. I might be like, Captain?
Captain.
I don't know. Captain, hello? I don't know. I'm gonna make a fool of myself, guaranteed. So watch out for that. That'll be a video of some kind.
Oh man.
Yeah, I keep hoping for a convention to do a Firefly reunion.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That would be.
They tried. I mean, a lot of the big ones do. Like San Diego, I know did one
Yeah.
for like the 20th anniversary,
Yeah.
25th anniversary, whatever it was. And there, I mean, we were gonna have Alan Tudyk last year, but that didn't happen.
No.
Yeah. But yeah, it'd be so cool because it was the first year that we went to Planet. They had a Star Trek Next Generation.
That was so
hosted
cool.
That was-
by
yeah.
William Shatner.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
So
The one person they
it
were
was
missing was
so
what,
neat.
Picard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that was
yeah,
Patrick
because he
Stewart.
was shooting.
He was doing X-Men, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it.
But
Damn you, Bryan Singer.
Thing. And it's very interesting when you go into something like that and 0 pictures allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as the cameras come out, William Shatner's off the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was really
It was
cool.
so interesting.
Yeah. We got to meet Spencer Wilding at
Nice.
PopCon last year.
That's
Told me I was a
really
princess and that I was beautiful.
Yes.
This
So,
was
life
right
made.
before we knew who he was playing
Yeah.
in the upcoming Star Wars, but he wasn't allowed to actually say it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because he was playing.
He's
Darth Vader.
Yeah, that's right. I thought he was Darth Vader.
Yeah.
But he was so great.
And he was at Planet this year, and he
Uh-huh.
He
like
was.
obviously it's been after,
It's
been
after
so
Rogue One,
he
yeah.
can say.
Yeah.
So now, speaking of guests, real quick, are there any guests that you would love to meet and just like melt over?
Melt.
Because I have mine. I want to know
Right.
what yours
Last year I got to meet 2 of my favorite authors, and I pretty much acted the same way.
are. Yeah.
So
You
I
put your hand in front of them. Thank you.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, one of my favorite authors, we went to Worldcon, and she, like, sang a song to me with my name on it. And I just was like,
Oh, I would've cried.
Like, the whole time. Like, Mark's, like, taking pictures, and I'm just like, And then I got to meet Terry Brooks at Denver last year.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and I was just, I love you, Bookster. Thank you so much. So, I'd love to meet, like, an authors, just like Jim Butcher or
Yes.
like J.K. Rowling, if we're just gonna go like
Oh my God,
all
yeah.
the way there.
Yeah.
And then for like actors, I mean, like Patrick Stewart, like Next
Mhm.
Generation is kind of my Star Trek.
That was your, yeah.
Yeah, I watched it obviously.
How come you guys haven't done Star Trek cosplay?
It was actually on the books for last year,
Yeah.
but it got bumped. 'cause we didn't have time. But
Bump it back
It
up.
happened.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a new Star Trek show coming out.
Yeah.
Bump it back up.
Right. Yeah, that looks interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
costumes look awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting how close to Star Wars it looks, but
Just that one promo picture.
but it'll
know.
be good to see how they actually play it. I think it's going for a little more action type of Star Trek, but by what it looks like, but it'll be good.
I have a feeling it's actually in the Kelvin timeline and not in the Prime timeline.
Yeah.
So I think that's
I agree.
probably where they're going with it.
So we're running out of time, sadly.
As always.
I know. We always talk too much, and this is our downfall. But people like us, so I don't. It's
Check
whatever.
out Another Castle Creations.
Yes.
Check out The Walking Farnsworth and Mark Benford Photography and Lydia Hartwell and Luna Flair and Ruby Silverado and
Just
Chris
all of them.
Jaded.
Yeah.
Check out all of them.
We love them all. We wish they were all here. We can't fit them all in this room, though.
Eventually, we'll get a bigger room.
Yes, we'll get a bigger. We'll get the East Wing opened up, and then we'll fit everyone in there. So like their Facebook page. We're gonna link everything down below.
Absolutely.
Of course, check out Heroes Podcast Network. We love you guys. Subscribe to us, like us, give us love, and we'll see you
Physical
next
love.
time. Physical love or money. That's love too. It's love.
Bye, guys.
Bye.